Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I didn't post for a while. That was just because of that, like all the storm, my runny nose, so many crazy stuff happened. But now that all the tornado stuff is gone, now that I'm feeling better, I'm gonna go back to posting normal. But I was kind of deciding on what should I post because I didn't really know what to post, and then I was like, there is so much Johnny Somali just stuff going around, and I haven't posted a single video. And so what I decided was maybe we could watch a Curl King video on Johnny Somali together, and you get my blind reaction, because like I don't know, Curl King, he's like one of my favorite commentary channels, but he's very small, but like he's one of my favorite ones, and he's very good with commentary and stuff like that. And he talked about Johnny Somali before, so I thought maybe we could watch the most recent one he made on Johnny Somali together, because I tried looking up making my own Johnny Somali video by trying to find clips, and I just couldn't find it. And I don't have Twitch, I don't have any of that, I couldn't find any. So we're just gonna watch a Curl King video together, but other than that, let's get started. So here's the video we're gonna watch, this Johnny Somali one that he made 20 hours ago. This is the Curl King channel. If you want to go subscribe to him, here is his channel right here. He also, hold on, let me go to post, because I think he made a new channel, the Omni King, talking about all the vegan stuff, like the vegan teacher, I forgot her name, Vegan Booty. But like I forgot I forgot her name. How could I forget? You know, vegan teacher, Tosh. You know, but whatever. But anyways, we're just gonna watch this together, cause I tried finding Johnny Somali clips and I just struggled finding clips and stuff. So we're just gonna use this. I've been diagnosed as bipolar, so get on some kind of like medication. That does not excuse you. I need to be properly medicated, so I mean, still, I feel like Kanye, bro. I feel like they try to kill. I want to go back. They basically make me do like a forced apology under duress. Okay, first off, just because you were diagnosed with bipolar, that does not excuse everything that had happened to you. My grandma has bipolar. I don't have it, but my grandma has it. I don't see her doing that stuff. Just because you have bipolar, it could put some thought. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but you still need to get the charges. Just because you have bipolar, like that, at this point, for everything that you've done, you can't all just blame it on bipolar. You can't just all blame it on that, because even as a bipolar, as someone who knows someone that is bipolar, that, it doesn't, excuse it, because, my grandma, she wouldn't do that. You're bipolar, it's, a strong emotion. It's hard to, because I don't really know it, because I don't really see her have episodes much, but, I know how she is. Bipolar is, strong emotions, and, but it doesn't, make you, want to pee on the statue, peace, or stuff like that. So it doesn't excuse you. And Dawood's there, and Dawood says afterwards, if Johnny didn't do the apology, we were going to kill him. We were going to murder this guy. So Johnny Somali's court date is literally just in Hello, Curl King. Korea right now, of the time of me recording this video, it's already April 6th. So for him, just a couple more days, and he's going to be in that. I think it's April. Well, it's probably going to be April 7th by the time I post this. Several new crimes, and one of those crimes being that deepfake AI one, which carries a mandatory prison sentence. Now, in preparation for this, he's been trying to make it clear that he is bipolar and that he is insane. People are calling him insane, that he's not really right in his mind. That's just, I mean, actions. He has no okay, if he does go the insane route, wouldn't that just put him in a mental hospital? Technically speaking, if you just go and go in the insane route and go I'm insane. Well, okay, we're just gonna put you in a mental hospital, right? technically speaking, wouldn't that just be the case? Either way, you ain't gonna go free. I would think, right?
It's not his fault. So he's going to try the insanity plea to get out of this mandatory jail time. That's his intention. In my mind, I really doubt this is going to work.
Yeah, why would it?
Being bipolar and being insane aren't really the same thing. People that are bipolar are often fit to stand trial. I mean, there are rare circumstances where they may not be, but most of the time they are.
Yeah,
Johnny would be
they
no
are.
different, whether he proves that he is diagnosed bipolar or not. Now, before we get into the video itself, this announcement is for anybody that watches like any of my vegan.
Now, I do watch his vegan videos. However, since this video is on Johnny Somali, I am gonna skip because I've already seen this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip because this is just for the Johnny Somali part.
You're not interested in that at all. Go ahead and skip forward about 45 seconds.
3:23.
Anyway, back to this video.
About drinking alcohol, I think I need to slow down my alcohol intake.
Definitely, though.
I feel like that. I already have a problem with impulse control because I've been diagnosed as bipolar. So I feel like when you're drinking alcohol, it's like.
I mean, drinking alcohol generally, yeah.
Impulse control as well. I need to work on abusing substances.
I mean, you still need to work on that,
go back home and go
bipolar or not.
Kind of like medication, and I need to go to therapy. I need to be able to.
Well, dude, just go. Pause. Can't Johnny Somali just like go to it now? Again, I don't really know much about this, but can't he just go to a doctor and because he's been in Korea for like a few months, right? So at this point, couldn't he just go to a doctor and just like get diagnosed for bipolar there, or like get bipolar medicines there? Maybe not. Maybe he has to bring his own medicine. But, like, hypothetically speaking, can he just get re-diagnosed there and just get medicine there? Can he, well, he's probably too broke. Is he? Maybe he can buy bipolar. I don't know. Again, my grandma has bipolar. I know my grandma has bipolar, but I don't know much on it because I just was told it. So I don't know much on it. But I could tell, you know what I mean. So it's hard for me to know, but I do know someone who is bipolar, and I know how she acts. But then again, she also probably takes medicine. Does she take meds? I don't know.
Not care about my life. Medication from a neurologist, not a psychiatrist. Just whatever can do it. I don't know, because my highs are super duper high. When I go mania and manic, I'm super fucking, I don't care about anything. Exactly. My life. I feel like I have a God complex. There's a brain nobody can punish me. I can do whatever the fuck I want. There's a brain chemical imbalance. You gotta go see a they try to kill me. Not a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that guy's right. Because I want to be a psychiatrist when I grow up, so.
Literally try to kill me. How many times do they try to kill me?
I wouldn't have the meds.
And I'm still alive.
Could I diagnose?
I don't know. I don't want to die, of course. I have a family. I have brothers and sisters. I have siblings. I have a mom and dad. I want to go back home to them. I have a future, and there's things I want to accomplish. You know what I mean? I want to have a wife. I ain't believe in children, but I want to have a wife and kids one day.
So obviously, anybody with a brain can tell you that Johnny Somali is 100% acting fully conscious. He's not being overtaken by some crazy mania when he's doing these things. He's fully aware of what he's doing. You can tell by just how quickly he bounces between screaming and then calmly speaking.
Yeah.
It's intentional. He knows what he's doing. He's pointed out before when people ask him, why are you being racist to people in other countries?
He says for money.
For clout.
For money, for clout.
And the only reason he's pulling this bipolar plea is because it's all he has. It's his trump card. And, his trump card, besides the literal trump card of trying to get Trump to bail him out. But other than that, this is all he has. Now, he'll actually mention more specifically on who tried to assassinate him, basically, or threaten to do so later on in this video as well.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, no, not at this point.
I could see why I wouldn't want to be associated with Johnny Somali either.
Probably not some
Like, if I was his sister or something, I wouldn't talk to him after what all he's done.
The reason I don't talk to my siblings is because I feel like I'm not a good role model to them. You know what I mean? As of right now, I feel like I can change and be better and be more successful. And if I was like one of the, I have a little brother.
You're also, like, in a whole different country, right?
If my YouTube crew was going good, if my Twitch
Aren't your siblings, like, in United States?
one of these motherfuckers that are like
Too, as well, so, like, unless they see you on the internet, how are you being, like, a role model, generally, unless they see you on the internet? And if they see you on the internet, you're still being a role model to them. But if you're, like, talking to them, like, that doesn't make sense. If you're talking to them, like, just talk to them at, like, points where you're in your room and you're not doing the stuff, then you can be a good role model to them. Because, again, you're fully conscious, and I don't know if, like, you don't want to do this, again, because you're probably just doing it for money and clout, so you could probably act normal, so when you talk to them or call them or something, you could probably act normal. But, like, if you want to be a good role model, if they see you on the internet, it's up to them if you're going to be their role model. So, either way, that's the problem, is either way, you're going to be a role model. Or maybe not going to be, but either way, they have there's a chance that you are their role model because of, like, all this stuff on the internet.
To be around them, I feel like I'm kind of like on a train wreck path right now, which I'm trying to take it off derailment and go the right way, right? You know,
And it's good.
It's too late for me. I feel like if some of these platforms let me back.
So in other words, he's too ashamed and too embarrassed that he does all of this nonsense, creates an enemy of himself to the entire world, and has no money to show for it. He's too embarrassed to show his face around them. You know, it'd be different.
Exactly, because that's my point. Because what he said doesn't make sense, and he should know that. So what the Girl King is saying is true, because that's probably what it is, because what he's saying doesn't make sense, and he would know that. So the Girl King's right, because he is probably too embarrassed, too ashamed to show his face to them because of that.
Well, I make millions of dollars, you know, but when he comes back to them, he's like, yeah, I made an ass of myself and, you know, an ass of our family and everything like that, and I have nothing to show for it. Like, that's embarrassing, my dude. At that point, your family may as well disown you.
People think that I'm insane too. And I feel like I've been diagnosed as bipolar 2, like with mania, you know what I mean? Yeah. In America by psychiatrists. Yeah. Have you went to psychiatrists in America? Have you ever thought your family wanted you to go? Because that's why my mom was like, my mom noticed my behaviors, and that's what made me go to psychiatrists. And that's what they that's what they prescribed me Seroquel.
Psychiatry is bullshit. Has a difficulty apologizing, has an impulsivity issue, has unmedicated bipolar, and is drinking a lot.
He's drinking right there, unless it's not alcohol.
Controversy, but also for.
Oh, 1 second. Back to this. For y'all, it doesn't look like it's been time, but for me, it's been a whole nother day. So, we're gonna continue. We have, like 3 minutes left, so we're just gonna, finish watching it.
People that are bipolar, and I know that it can make you do and say some pretty crazy things.
Yeah, I know that.
Shock me if that did have a lot to do with him behaving the way that he is, especially if he doesn't have his medications. So he might actually have somewhat of an argument in court, like, hey, I don't have my meds because I haven't been in the States, but obviously
That's a fair point.
Atrocity on the Statue of Peace, he might not have much of an excuse there, which kind of started this whole snowball. At least for Johnny, he has something that might help him.
Yeah, like, he has something, but I don't know if it's gonna help much. Because, like, I know he definitely, like, I know how bipolar is, and then without your meds. But, like, he has something, but I don't know how much it would do. Because it's also, like, not just bipolar.
And I have a paid lawyer that's helping us with other cases. The public defender said it's a good idea, and that me and Hank are gonna go to a psychiatrist pretty soon and bring the paperwork. We go to a psychiatrist here in Korea and bring him the paperwork of that. And hopefully, he said it can help my case because I am diagnosed as bipolar 2 in America. You know,
So yeah, this is his trump card. This is the best defense that Johnny Smollett could possibly muster, and maybe the only thing that might actually be able to save him from some prison time. Now, I don't know how lenient they're going to be, but obviously they will have to consider that he is bipolar. That is something that's going to have to go into the sentencing.
Yeah.
That might actually reduce the sentence in some measurable way. We don't know how much. But again, his next trial date is just a couple days from now, and we're going to get at least some information then. I don't know if there will be a sentencing then, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, in this last bit here, this is where Johnny describes in detail what happened leading up to an instance where there's potentially an attempt on his life that could have been made by some other creators that wanted to do away with this guy.
we set up something where there were
This was at the beginning.
They were camping outside Hank's house. They found me at the other hotel where I showed you the pizza place yesterday. They kind of kidnapped me and Hank. And I went through this with my audience. There was an American dude that joined the Twitter space to talk to me. And he was like, I can help you with a lawyer. My wife knows a lawyer. Come like meet me. I want to help you. You're a fellow American. And he picked us up.
Why would someone help you?
He drives me and Hank to these YouTubers, like 12 YouTubers surrounding us. Galgoon's like former soldier buddy, and all these Korean YouTubers. And it's like a live event in Korea. All of them are live pointing the selfie sticks at us. Like Korean version of CX is surrounding me. And they bring us a statue. And they basically make me do like a forced apology video under duress.
That would make sense on why he did it the first time.
Afterwards, if Johnny didn't do the apology, we were going to kill him. We were going to murder this guy.
So Johnny admits here that the first time he apologized to the Statue of Peace, that he was effectively forced to do so, that apparently whoever he was talking to, they were going to murder him if he didn't. And so obviously he complied with their demands, and he did that, and he made that apology. Now it kind of makes sense, because I'm thinking back to him, like, why did he apologize that first time? Because it didn't seem like he was really trying to accomplish anything in particular with that apology, and it didn't seem like anybody was making him do it as far as we could tell. But now we know it does seem like somebody was making him do it. But anyway, these things will only help your case so much, Johnny. You are probably going to be spending some time in the prison cell very soon.
Yeah, I could see that. I wonder if the bipolar is gonna. I wonder if the bipolar excuse would make it, like, if it's gonna be a few months or maybe even a few years. I don't know. But, I guess that's it for the video. Sorry I couldn't find my own clips and we just watched a Curl King video together. I just could not think of anything other than Johnny Somali because there's just been so much about him and I haven't made a single video. And so when I tried to find Johnny Somali clips, I couldn't find any, and I could only find a Curl King video, so I was like, you know what? Let's just react to a Curl King video together. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching. I am not always gonna be reacting to the Curl King. It's just I knew I had to make a Johnny Somali video just for how big it's gotten, and I haven't made a video, but when I tried to find clips, I just couldn't find any. Now I could realize I could just took the clips from the Curl King and not having to watch his entire video, and now I'm just realizing I could have done that, but yeah, I could have done that, yay. So yeah, now I'm just thinking I spent all that time and I could have made my own video. I mean, I like the Curl King, I like watching him, it's just like, you know, I like making my own content, and now I'm realizing I could have done that instead of doing all this and making it harder for me. Whatever. Anyways, just remember to be kind and spread kindness. You never know what someone's going through inside or at their home life, so just remember to do that. And I will have commentary channels' names in the description, and the Curl King will be the first one you see because, well, he's, you know, the one I reacted to. And I will also have whoever outro template that I put at the end of my video, I will have them in the corner of my screen right now. But other than that, goodbye.